This is Between the Uprights.
Football is life. The rest is just details.
Here are your hosts, Joe, Matt, and Chris.
If you were, had any inkling that Woody Johnson deserved to own a football team, that shit has sailed, okay? It's gone. It's out the fucking window. Never to be seen again. This man needs to be forced to sell the New York Jets. Really? You're using Madden to ixnay trades? What are you? I sit on my fucking ass and play Madden to ixnay trades, all right? And I don't own a fucking football franchise. Then you hear that maybe, just possibly his teenage son and all of his friends are deciding what the fuck happens in the organization, going into locker rooms, interrupting Aaron Rodgers, a Hall of Fame quarterback, to give a game-winning speech and handing out game balls to players when Aaron Rodgers probably trying to do the one goddamn decent thing he's done as a human being and give the game ball to his head coach for winning his first fucking football game. And this is the kind of shit that happens? Are you fucking serious? Yes. We're serious. 20 executives, players, and ex-coaches were interviewed in this, and all of them kind of had the same thing to say. The Jets is a steam pile of garbage and dog shit that's just been burning so much you can't tell the difference between the things that were on fire anymore. Just smoldering ashes, all right, as an organization. But that did bring us to a really good idea here between the uprights, and that is, let's grade some trades like we're Woody Johnson. So if you don't know what started this whole thing, Woody Johnson ixnayed a trade, effectively saying that the Madden grade of Jerry Jeudy wasn't high enough to get for what they were offering. So Joe Douglas had to call the Denver Broncos and said, hey, we're not going to trade. Woody Johnson doesn't like the Madden rating for Jerry Jeudy, which is probably the fucking craziest thing that any GM has ever heard on the opposite end of the line, thinking they got a deal done. You're telling me the fucking Madden rating is the reason we're not doing this? Now, to be fair, Jerry Jeudy's Madden rating as of, week 16 is an 84. And the Browns gave up a 5th and 6th round draft pick to get an 84 rated wide receiver. Okay? So that essentially is all we have, because we don't know what the Jets offered for Jerry Jeudy, but we know what Jerry Jeudy went for to the Browns, which is a 5th and a 6th round pick. So by that thinking, Woody Johnson has that standard as a Madden rating. So we're going to run down a couple of other trades that happened in 2024, and I'm going to go to the panel for a yes or no, and then I'm going to pick one person to say why they said Woody Johnson to say yes or no on the trade. So here's what we're going. We're going to start with Davante Adams, who the Jets did make a trade for, and is on the Jets right now. Davante Adams' Madden rating is a 91. They send a conditional 3rd round pick. So Woody Johnson already says, yep, that's a high enough Madden rating for a 3rd round pick. It's a 91. Wow. 7 points. So right there, we know that Davante Adams is an approved trade. So that tells you that gives you our high and our low. 84, not worth a 5th and a 6th.
I don't even know where to even begin. I cannot believe, can we take a second to, sit here and just acknowledge what is going on right now? Okay. We are about to we're about to grade trades as if we're an actual owner of the NFL, except this owner actually exists in the world of football. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I don't know if what is going on right now? What is going on?
I'm just confused.
What's going on right now? Would I accept the trade? First of all, a first grader with boogers all over his nose would say yes to it. Okay, it's common sense. If he doesn't say yes to this trade, what the heck, man? Yes, of course. Yes, he's accepting that trade. Move on, Chris. Chris, go. You go, Chris. I don't know.
All right. So here we go. So we already know, like I said, Davante Adams was accepted. Sammy's having a mental breakdown that somebody who uses this kind of idea is running an NFL franchise. So then we look at Deontay Johnson, Deontay Johnson was traded. He's got an 82 overall Madden rating. He was sent to the Ravens for a 5th round draft pick. So we already know at 84, a 5th and a 6th, that's a no. That's a no. 2 points less for Deontay Johnson at the time of the trade. Obviously, Deontay Johnson was suspended.
Matt, how is Deontay Johnson an 82 overall in 2024? What's going on?
2025. This is not in 2025 ratings, baby.
Well, he was cooking with Bryce Young for a little while. He was cooking with Andy and Bryce Young for a little while, and then he just decided just decided to not show up to the Ravens. Apparently,
Decided,
literally
I
and
think he just didn't
figuratively, just not show up on the Ravens. So that one. That one at the time is probably a yes, because I believe it was Deontay and like a sixth for Deontay and a sixth for like a little bit higher sixth. So I bet Woody would have done that one. I mean, even though he's at 82, I mean, you're only sliding down a few spots in the draft. And in theory, you're getting Deontay Johnson, who's okay, I guess. So yeah, I bet he would do that one.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you're only sliding down like one spot in the draft. They got pretty much the same fucking record. Ain't going nowhere. So I mean, yeah, but that's where we're at, right? Like, Devontae Adams, 91, conditional third, hell yeah. Jerry Jeudy, 84, fifth and a sixth, absolutely the fuck not. Deontay Johnson, 82 for like a fifth? I probably.
It's a problem for Deontay Johnson.
Maybe. I mean, at the time, yeah, sure. Now, no. But then we look at Amari Cooper. So the Amari Cooper trade, this one had a lot of moving parts, right? There's a lot more stuff in the Amari Cooper trade. So Chris, I want to ask you on this one here. You're the only one that hasn't spoken up on this. I know we've kind of given you a base model now, right? We've given you a base model. You've got some framework to make the decision off of.
This is great for someone who does not fucking play Madden. This is hilarious to me.
Right? Well, apparently Woody Johnson, in the article put out by Yahoo Sports,
apparently,
the article put out by Yahoo Sports said it's unclear whether or not Woody Johnson's heard of Madden or has played the game at all. So he hasn't done that either.
It's
apparently.
His grandson.
Yo, Brick and Jack, catch me outside, bro. Like, what is going on right now, bro?
Yeah,
from his loins, bro. From his loins. That's not a grandson.
I'm sorry,
that's
Brick
his
and Jack
child.
are his kids.
From his loins is crazy.
I just want to stop you right there, Joe.
I don't want to ask any questions.
Don't ever say that again. Why'd you say that?
From his loins,
Joe. Why'd you say that?
From the loins.
That was
so Amari
wild.
Cooper. Back on track. So Amari Cooper, who was an 86 overall in Madden.
Okay.
All right. Went for the Bills got him in a 2025 sixth. They gave up a 2025 third and a 2026 seventh. He falls directly between them.
Man? What's Amari Cooper? He's an 86 overall.
86. He's an 86.
I don't think Woody takes him. I think he doesn't take them though. I think specifically from like what we've already heard. I think most of his decisions. Apparently, I thought they were grandkids, but they're kids. I got other questions. But either one, kids, grandkids, whoever they may be to him. If that's really who he's basing it off of, between them saying, "Oh yeah, they're great on Madden," so what if they have an issue with Amari Cooper for some reason they don't like them? So I think like he's just at this point, and maybe it's old age, I don't know, but it seems like it's a lot of him, like his youngers. I don't know what they are, so I'm just going to say the youngers are making those type of decisions. So if we're making it off the youngers who love Madden and this is what they work on, and apparently this is their day job. Then I don't think they pick up Amari Cooper. I would have said yes to Amari Cooper, and that's coming from a Patriots fan. I absolutely would have taken Amari Cooper.
Like maybe they would
100%.
reconsider the Devontae Adams thing because like Brick and Jack are like, Dad, he might regress next year. You don't want to do that, Dad.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he might lose his superstar. He might go from superstar.
He's not gonna have
that's
whatever
Aaron
next
Rodgers.
year, Dad.
That's an Aaron Rodgers pick.
Yeah, right.
So okay. Now we already know they said no to Jerry Jeudy, right?
Correct.
Fifth and the sixth said no to Jerry Jeudy.
Mm-hmm.
Chris thinks they say no to Amari Cooper based on what that came back for, right? Just remember who I'm about to say has the same rating as Jerry Jeudy.
Oh boy.
DeAndre Hopkins, 84 rating in Madden, conditional fifth that can become a fourth. I'm just going to go out and say it. Woody Johnson says fucking no. He doesn't go get.
You want to know why?
He has to.
You want to know why he says yes?
Because it's
the
DeAndre
name.
Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. That's a notable name. They're in New York. He wants the star power. DeAndre Hopkins is a star. So Jerry Jeudy's not a star. He's a solid receiver, former first round pick. By the way, Jerry Jeudy got picked above like some really, really good receivers like CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson, but that's a discussion for another day. But I do think Woody says yes to this one just because it is DeAndre Hopkins. Like DeAndre Hopkins has that name, and you think he's still like a great. I think Woody would still think he's a great receiver, even though he's like still like a solid receiver. You know, so he would say yes to that one.
If he's paying attention. That would be the question. Is he actually watching the games?
He's not. We already know the answer to that one. He's not.
This is how it's sold to. This is how it's sold to Woody Johnson, Brick and Jack, which is I can't believe you named your kids that.
We're not gonna get. We're not
something
gonna
you throw.
It's
not a child.
Let's not attack the kids, please.
Brick house, man.
Right. But here we go. So he's like, Dad, it's an 84. But he's got Will Levis thrown to him. That 84 is because of Will Levis, Dad. Like, come on. It's DeAndre Hopkins. That's why you got to go get DeAndre Hopkins. Now, we're going to move on. With only one defensive player I felt like putting on this list. It's the only one I felt like putting on the list, mainly because he was the only one that I still believe is inside the range of grades here that we could really argue about. Matthew Judon. He's an 88 overall in Madden. He was traded for a third round pick.
Man,
yes or no?
Johnson's so ass.
Yeah, I mean they traded for Hassan Reddick, didn't they? So yeah, they would do this one. And they traded for Hassan. They traded for Hassan Reddick, knowing he wanted a contract extension, then proceeded to not give him a contract extension, and was wondering why he wasn't playing. First of all, because you didn't give him a contract extension, dumbass. That's why he's not playing. But yeah, they would have traded for Judon just because Hassan Reddick would have been holding out, and they would have needed another pass rusher. So yeah, they would have done that.
So to be fair, Hassan Reddick's overall grade in Madden 2025.
Wow. Why did they sign him? Why did they sign him?
So yeah, I think they would.
Damn,
huge upgrade.
And so they sent a conditional 6th round pick for him, which can change if he reaches 67.5% of playing time and at least 10 sacks, which I think it's safe to say. Ain't happening.
Well, considering he missed like the first half of the season and held out, yeah.
That entire situation was just
exactly.
Only the Jets would have this kind of situation happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were both.
It was brain dead on both sides. Like Reddick, just show up and make money. And Jets, why would you trade for someone and then who wants a contract extension and then not give them a contract?
Well, clearly,
because he's only got a 78
Madden had something to do with.
He's only got a 78 Madden rating.
He clearly had something to do with him. Woody Johnson's like, no, in the contract negotiations, like, you see this right here? You see this right here? This is 78. You think I'm going to pay that? Like, imagine.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
You get no money.
This better be 85 by midway through the season. You're not getting a fucking dime.
Yo, Joe Douglas literally said that he feels like he's talking to, like, he answers to a teenager, bro. That's the state of the New York Jets organization.
Oh, man.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
my God,
legit.
So the last one on this list, which I don't really think this is going to be unanimous no. This is the unanimous no on whether on the Woody grading trades as if we're Woody Johnson. Jahan Dotson, who's a 73 overall in Madden, was traded along with a 5th round pick for a 3rd and 2
Woody
seconds.
Johnson, not only does he say
Woody Johnson says no.
Not only does he say no, I'm pretty sure the kids would just laugh at the thought of like making that kind of trade. Like the kids would laugh and he's like,
yeah.
Well, if anybody out there plays Madden, you know how important speed is in Madden. You know Jahan Dotson's speed rating? Is he fast? Is my question. I don't even know how fast he is in Madden. This is a general question. So if he's like really, really fast, maybe the kids would be like, he's going to burn everybody. We're just going to run him on verts all the time and just throw a deep ball. Like it's literally Madden. So maybe they would do it. Who knows?
He's a 92 speed. That's
not good enough for the feed.
Yeah, that's not that good. He definitely wouldn't do it then.
Wait.
Definitely wouldn't.
It's not good enough to have a 73 too, Dad.
If it was like the ghost of John Ross, they definitely would have done it because John Ross is still like 98 speed.
Now this brings it interesting.
They still would have done it.
What are they going to do about DeAndre? Well, DeAndre Hopkins is an obvious yes because of the name, but like Deontay Johnson, what's his speed? Because like the thing, you think the speed they look at the speed probably not that good, right?
Probably not good.
What's his aggressive catch, Dad?
He's in his 30s,
like,
isn't
what
he?
else are we
Getting onto his 30s.
Like, what else are we going to base this on?
Spec
so
catch.
dumb.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
God, so stupid.
But this is what was
Oh,
being
man,
discussed.
bro.
This is what was being discussed in like the
so
Jets headquarters, bro. This is
Legit. In
These are real conversations.
Right,
What this video
yeah.
really is it's
This
just
is what
us
they're getting paid to
reenacting
do.
real Jets front office conversations that actually happen.
This is
It's like, well, no, he's got a name, but his speed on Madden isn't that good.
Yeah,
But
no
he is an
Douglas.
83. This guy's actually an 80. So we like these are actual conversations that apparently were happening in the Jets front office. So here you go. Between the Uprights family, you're getting real inside analysis on what was happening behind the scenes with the Jets. There you go.
And the craziest thing is that Chad Ochocinco does Madden ratings. So Chad Ochocinco effectively was inadvertently, deciding Jets trade and signing positions. That's what's happening here. All right, Chad Ochocinco was helping the Jets make decisions and wasn't getting paid for it. That man needs to ask for compensation. A.
Right.
B. This is a lot like Idiocracy, the movie. If you haven't watched Idiocracy, great film from the early 2000s. Some of you are probably too young for that. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. That was a satirical film that has become more of like a biopic. Jeez, right? It's more like real life. This is what this story is. And once again, I'm going to double down on what I said at the beginning of this video. If this is how Woody Johnson has been doing trades and running his organization, I've never seen an owner who needs to be forced out more than what was going on in Washington. All right. Like Washington, D.C. So we had a little side discussion in the chat. Which organization needs to be sold next after the Commanders got sold? Without a doubt, the NFL needs to force Woody Johnson to sell the Jets. And Jets fans rejoice if it happens because I know you're with us on that.
This has been Between the Uprights. Football is life. The rest is just details.